guys, QuakeToys. So I wanted to play the Twilight Sparkle app. Let me make sure.
It's by a different. It's by that brand.
The Crayola, yep. I had to set it all the way up. So I'm sorry for the video of a video. We can't really help it. It's just the way things are. My Little Pony store app for iPad. No thanks, but thanks for trying to sell me something. Twilight Sparkle in time. We'll leave the narration on. I guess we'll hit read now. What is roll call?
Twilight Sparkle.
Meet Twilight Sparkle.
Meet Twilight Sparkle.
It's going to read
She
to
has
us.
a love of learning unmatched in Equestria.
Well,
She's a natural leader and
I
an
don't
avid
people like
reader.
to learn that much. What was her
When
friend that
Twilight
liked
is
to
not
learn that
organizing
much?
books in her home
Remember?
above the Golden Oak Library,
Her friend that
she is
she'd
spending time with
become
her
friends
best
with
friends.
again? Do you remember?
As a
What
young
was her
filly
name?
in Canterlot, Twilight once valued knowledge over friendship.
Lyra?
Princess Celestia asked Twilight to study the magical properties of friendship in Ponyville. And since then,
Dancer?
Twilight has never been happier.
Which doesn't really fit her
Twilight
name,
is one
huh?
gifted unicorn, but with the help of her 5 best friends and her trusted assistant, Spike the Dragon, there is no problem she can't solve.
Oh, it's going to go through our
Spike
whole
the
list.
Dragon. Spike is a baby dragon with a big job.
You know what
he
I like?
is Twilight Sparkle's #1 assistant.
I like when he wakes up.
The two have been
This is
friends
Mommy.
ever since Twilight Sparkle hatched him with her magic at Princess Celestia's school for
Doesn't have a
gifted
mom
unicorns
in
in
the show, does
Canterlot.
he?
When Princess Celestia
Sure,
sent Twilight to
straighten that out.
Ponyville to learn about the magic of friendship, Spike was right by her side. When Spike belches, he isn't being impolite.
Well, he's kind of
He is receiving letters from Canterlot. This loyal little dragon has the ability to recognize when Twilight needs help, and he is quick to act and rally Twilight's friends when she needs
Yes,
them.
he is. I like Spike a lot. I'm really surprised
Pinkie
you don't
Pie.
like him. Oh, so it just goes through.
Spike the-
Hold on.
Twilight
It
Sparkle.
can
Go through the main
cover.
6.
All right, so it's just going to go through all of them. I'll show you the rest of them after we read it. Let's read it now. Okay, tap to control README or record your own voice. Identify words and collect bonus objects to use at the end of the story. Tap an image to skip a page. Link to the bookshelf. So, got it? Here we go.
Clop, clop, clop. Spike the dragon was startled awake by the sound of hooves clomping back and forth across the floor. It was Twilight Sparkle. Twilight, it's the middle of the night, said Spike, rubbing his eyes.
That sounded pretty
What
Spike-like.
is going on?
What is going on? Let's go to the next. I think you do that for the next page. Yes,
Look
you
for
do.
a sparkle and tap it. A picture will pop up. Listen to the word for that picture. Can you find that word in the story? Tap it and you'll win a word.
Win a word.
Go!
Twilight held up a calendar.
I can't sleep. I'm too busy. There's no time in my schedule to plan my next schedule. This is a disaster.
She complained. Spike sighed and went back to bed while Twilight tried to rearrange her schedule.
Do you know what a schedule is?
No.
It's a list of things that you're going to do at certain times. Kind of like when we go to Disney. Let me touch this.
Calendar.
What is a calendar?
A date book.
Yeah, it kind of tells you the date, for sure.
Twilight held up a
Oh,
calendar.
I don't want to do
I
that.
can't
Let's
sleep.
go to the
I'm
next
too
page.
busy. There's no time in my schedule
Why
to
didn't
plan
it
my
do that?
next schedule.
We don't want that.
This is a disaster.
She complained.
Okay, let's go to page 3. That was really weird.
Suddenly, zap! A visitor appeared.
appeared. Let's go to page 4. Oh, just like the show. I love that pose. Who is it?
Pinkie Pie.
Twilight, you've got to listen to me.
Said the visitor. Twilight realized that the strange visitor looked exactly like her.
Same purple bacon
Except
hair.
she had an eye patch, a weird mane cut, and a big scratch on her face.
Oh, my. Oh, come on. There we go.
Twilight started to ask a lot of questions about the future and time travel. Future Twilight tried to explain that she didn't have much time to talk.
I wonder why future Twilight doesn't try to do other things like going to the future. Do you know? I just wonder.
Whatever you do, don't, she began. But
Worry.
in another sudden
Right?
zap, future Twilight disappeared.
Zap. Let's go to 10.
Oh no, thought Twilight. She was trying to warn me. Something awful must happen to me in the future.
So if you think about it, it sets up if you guys have seen the episode, it sets up a time conundrum where she has to go back to the past to warn herself, even though she doesn't warn herself.
Twilight Sparkle rushed to tell her pony friends about the visit from her future self.
A horrible disaster is going to happen sometime before next Tuesday morning,
She told the ponies.
What pony is that?
Sapphire Shores.
I know.
Pony.
Twilight Sparkle rushed to tell her pony
I
friends
know.
about the
Well, let's
visit
go to
from
12.
her future self.
It insisted we click on that, but
How can we ever stop the disaster if we don't know what it is? Asked Rarity.
I don't know
we
who
will
read
have to work
this.
together as a team to make sure we are safe.
Said Twilight.
But she really has a lot of voices, doesn't she? She must be a fan of the show. Do you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Every pony,
Called Twilight.
it's time to disaster-proof Equestria.
The ponies quickly got to work.
Well, that's good.
They
That's always good
fixed
to do.
cracks, they tightened loose bolts, they repaired peeling paint.
Well, that's healthy. It's always good to shore up everything. Shouldn't make a giant dam. Ah. Well, I like that they use some parts of the episode. Ooh, that's not good. Oh!
Twilight Sparkle checked the tasks off on the list. We've done everything on the list,
Said Twilight.
but I have a feeling we need to be looking for something bigger than leaky pipes.
Bigger. Oh, there was a list.
Roar! Suddenly, an angry-looking three-headed dog appeared.
Oh no,
Said Twilight.
it's Cerberus. He is supposed to be guarding the gates of Tartarus.
Dog.
Dog! A three-headed dog guarding the gates of...
Macrame.
Macrame? No,
Cerberus
it guards the
is
gate
here.
where souls are
Then the
supposed to
evil
go.
creatures can escape. They will
It
destroy
guards
Equestria.
basically what
said
some people would
Twilight.
call
That must be
the
the
bad
disaster
place the
future
bad
Twilight
people
was
go
trying
but
to
don't
warn
say
me
the
about.
word. Okay. Come on.
Luckily, Fluttershy knew exactly how to quickly calm down the
Aw.
ferocious beast because she was so good with animals of all shapes and sizes.
That's so cute.
Twilight found a ball and was able to lead Cerberus all the way back to his home.
Did they show it? Oh, I really wanted to see that. No sparkles, huh? We missed that one, but it was just for
Where
lists.
does Twilight need to bring Cerberus so he can protect Equestria? Tilt the screen to take Twilight to the right place. When she gets there, you'll win a word.
A word. I don't know how you win a word.
Go!
Where's Twi? Oh, this way? And she needs to go there, right?
So we have to tilt.
Womp, bonk. Womp, bonk. Sorry, Twi. Bonk. Whoa. Whoa. Whoop, wrong way. Bonk, bonk, bonk. That's it, right? That's not it? Does it have to go that way? Oh my goodness. Well, she's not supposed to be there. Oh boy. Go back, Twi. Sorry, Twi. Ow. Sorry, Twi. Sorry, Twi. That can't be right, because that's where she was. Huh. But
Where does Twilight need to bring Cerberus? Go!
I got it. But do I have to go the way you want me to go? Whoa. 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 Bonk. 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 I brought it to the same place. I guess she had to go the way she wanted to go. We won the word ball. I need to see those.
When Twilight returned to Ponyville, she looked in the mirror and saw a scratch on her cheek that looked just like future Twilight's. Her hair had also become windswept after chasing Cerberus all the way back to Tartarus.
We haven't changed the future at all.
Said Twilight, completely disappointed.
I wonder if you can turn... Oh, you can. You can turn the
Twilight
picture.
had
Sorry,
an
didn't
idea. She would stand very still and not move a muscle until next Tuesday. That way, she could not do whatever it was that
Maybe
future
she could lay
Twilight
down.
had warned her not to do. But that didn't work either.
Womp womp. Let's see.
You want to see the future?
Asked Spike.
Let's visit
Madam
Madam
Pinkie Pie, the fortune teller. What is she going to do? Twitch until next Tuesday? Let's go through.
Unfortunately, the only thing Pinkie Pie was able to see in her crystal ball was that Twilight would get a really cool birthday present next year,
From Pinkie.
and that a flower pot would suddenly fall on her head and give her a big bump.
Up.
Crystal ball.
I guess we've won that word. I don't know
Drag
exactly
Madam
what that
Pinkie
means.
Pie and her crystal ball across the screen to catch 3 foods you would eat at a birthday party that start with the letter P. When you catch all 3 foods, you'll win a word.
Huh. Okay.
Go!
Pizza. Well, you don't eat that. Do. Well, you need that, brother. Well, not a heart. That's a diploma. That's candy. Anytime you want to give me popcorn, pie.
Ice cream.
Oh, we won the word ice cream. I don't know how you win a word. Oh, but we're done, right? Hello. All right, let's go to 25. I don't know why it
Twilight
makes
was
you do that.
really starting to worry. She could not figure out what future Twilight wanted to warn her about. Doing things didn't work. Not doing things didn't work. Trying to predict the future didn't work.
Look at how funny Spike looks, eating his ice cream. What kind of ice cream did he eat? Do you remember?
She decided the only
so
thing
clever.
left to do was pay attention to everything.
That way, no matter what happens in the future, I will be ready.
Twilight explained to Spike.
Let's see if there's a magic word. Nope.
Twilight stayed up all night watching for clues.
Clues.
She kept charts and diagrams and looked through her telescope, but
Do you-
nothing worked.
Do you know what a telescope is?
I think that you see outer space with.
Right. What are charts?
I think that you light something on.
Right. That's kind of a chart of our Disney trip. And what are diagrams?
What are diagrams?
That's an excellent question. Here, let me hit telescope.
Telescope.
A diagram is something that you would draw like a chart or a paragraph to explain something
Is the
else.
small one for Spike? Is the small one for
All
Spike?
the activity
Yeah.
made her sleepy. So sleepy that she accidentally aimed the telescope at the sun and hurt
That's
her eye.
very dangerous.
Luckily, Pinkie Pie had an eye patch
Emergency
for her.
eye patch.
Tuesday was getting closer and closer.
You can really hurt your eye with the sun. You can really burn it.
Pinkie Pie reminded Twilight that Tuesday was actually the very next day.
Tuesday is tomorrow!
Yelled Twilight.
The disaster happens on Tuesday. There's only one solution. I will have to stop time.
Look at Spike eating the ice cream. Pinkie's worried. Is Spike worried?
No.
Nope.
Twilight brought Spike and Pinkie Pie with her to the Canterlot
She looked
Archives.
exactly like her.
This was the best place to search for a spell
We're gonna
to
do-
stop time. They wore black suits, and while sneaking around Canterlot, Twilight ripped her suit.
How happy does Pinkie look to be doing this? And who could not tell that was Pinkie? Look at her tail.
Suits.
What's a suit?
I think that you were on a special day.
Right? Or kind of like the outfit that they have all zipped up like a spy suit, right? Dun 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 dun. I like Pinkie's boing, boing, boing.
While they searched in the Star Swirl the Bearded section, Twilight caught a glimpse of her reflection.
Oh my.
She looked just like the Twilight Sparkle who had visited her from the future.
Oh no! It's almost Tuesday!
Shouted Twilight.
The disaster could happen at any moment!
Womp womp.
They
Let's see.
searched for a spell to stop time all night with no luck.
No
But when
luck.
Tuesday morning finally arrived, nothing happened at all. It was just a regular day.
Is it possible there never was a disaster?
Wondered Twilight. Spike was confused.
If future Twilight wasn't warning you about a disaster, what was she trying to tell you?
What was she trying to tell her? Do you remember?
It was nothing.
To not what?
To not worry.
Yep.
Twilight didn't know what future Twilight had been trying to tell her, but she decided it would be a good idea to stop worrying so much. She promised Spike there would be no more late night pacing.
Aw, what does Spike have again?
Ice cream.
Oh my gooseness.
At that moment, Pinkie Pie raced toward Twilight.
I found something that may help. It doesn't stop time, but you can go back in time. It only lasts for a few seconds, though,
Said Pinkie Pie, holding up a scroll.
Whoops, there we go.
That's perfect!
Said Twilight. Now
Now-
she could tell past Twilight not to waste her time worrying about a disaster that was never going to happen.
But if past Twilight didn't do all those actions, then future Twilight couldn't be here, and then she'd set up a time problem. Ooh.
When Twilight tried to give past Twilight her advice, past Twilight kept interrupting her. Past Twilight was so excited and curious about meeting herself from the future. Twilight couldn't get all of her words out before she was zapped back to the future.
No words? There hasn't been a word in a while. Really? Okay.
When Twilight zapped back to Canterlot, she solved the mystery. She realized what future Twilight had been trying to tell her all along. Don't worry so much about what might happen. Solve problems as they
What are
come
you doing?
and let the future handle
You're
itself.
So silly. Let's see. Let's go to our next page.
Now I'm gonna spend the next week worrying about a disaster that doesn't exist.
Twilight said.
Don't worry about it, said Pinkie Pie. That's past Twilight's problem now.
Twilight giggled.
You're a genius, Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, I did that a lot.
Drag the words from the collection bin to retell the story. If you're missing some words, go back into the story by tapping the back button and find the missing reward words.
Go.
Go!
Dear Princess Celestia, you will never believe the week I just had. I can hardly believe it. It all started when I was planning my... I'm sure I'm missing the words.
Ball.
My ball? No. The problem it
My
was...
pony.
Yeah. No?
My what?
I don't remember. The problem was I was too busy. Oh, her schedule. Then I had a special visitor. It was me from the future. Let me see if she has future me. No? Nope. Future me tried to warn me about a disaster, but she disappeared before she could tell me more about it. I tried all week to stop the disaster from happening. I checked tasks off my list. I looked through my for clues. Telescope. My
Where's the telescope?
friends helped out too. We tightened loose screws. We used paint to spruce things up. I can't read that word. Tamed a dog with 3 heads. I visited a fortune teller, Pinkie Pie, who looked into her crystal ball. I even tried to stop time. Nothing worked. That is when I realized what... Let's see if this one will work. Come on. Nope. Future me was trying to tell me, don't worry so much about what's going to happen. There are some things, even,
Twilight Sparkle.
No, I don't want to. Come on. Even a pony like me can't plan for. Yours, Twilight in Time. See? I can't even do that. Oh my goodness, what a mess.
Well, they in the wood.
Let's say make a silly story. Why won't it stick? Oops. Come on. Oh, this is really difficult. Oh. Oh. All right, okay.
What did it say?
Now will it play? Let's listen.
Dear Princess Celestia, you will never believe the week I just had. I can hardly believe it. It all started when I was planning
My ball.
The problem was, I was too busy. Then I had a special visitor. It was me from the future.
Twilight Sparkle.
Tried to warn me about a disaster, but she disappeared before she could tell me more about it. I tried all week to stop the disaster from happening. I checked tasks off my
Spike.
I looked through my ice cream for clues. My
Princess Celestia.
friends all helped out too. We tightened loose.
Pinkie Pie.
We used paint
Pinkie
to
Pies.
spruce things up. We tamed a
Rainbow Dash.
with 3 heads.
A rainbow
I
dash with
visited
3
a
heads.
fortune teller who looked into her.
Fluttershy.
I even tried to stop time. Nothing worked. That is when I realized what
Applejack.
was trying to tell me. Don't worry so much about what's going to happen. There are some things even a
Rarity.
like me can't plan for. Yours, Twilight in Time.
And that's a silly part. And then, let's see. Let's go back. Oh, I didn't want to do that. How do we go? Oh, covers. So that's how we go to the main page. And that's how that goes. And then the narration.
Twilight Sparkle. Spike the Dragon. Pinkie Pie. Rarity. Rainbow Dash. Fluttershy. Applejack. Applejack is Ponyville's
I didn't
resident
want to do
farm
that.
now. She lives just Fluttershy.
Cover. And there we go. So, yes. What?
Can we play another app?
We could. I think my Ladybug is very, very done with this. I hope you enjoyed it. I think for beginning readers it's kind of fun, but some of the activities are a little strange. You played another one like this too, and she liked that ending thing, but not the weirdy parts in the middle. So thank you guys again so much for watching and subscribing to QuakeToys, and we'll see you in a minute for some more fun. Bye!
Bye.